Howdy, folks. I hope every single one of you amazing people are having an amazing day. I know I am, but I can't really say the same for Nova Online. And that is because Neil Dinky, yes, the person who gave us the previous screenshots, released some more. Yes, Neil Dinky released more screenshots, just further incriminating Nova Online on why he's a shitty human being. And you know what? I'm ready to get into him, but before that, I want to say a couple of things. First off, please watch through this video in its entirety. It'll help me out a lot. And please consider liking and subscribing. Those help me out even more. Also, I'm going to be doing a stream Wednesday, 4 p.m. CST. So I would love to see all you amazing folks there. 4 p.m. CST. That is 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. But yeah, that's all my announcements. Let's get into these screenshots. And as usual, I will read these screenshots so you don't have to. So, the first screenshot we have at the top says, to start off this doc, pretty self-explanatory. Nova comes in crying about his unemployment. And I mean, that's just completely his fault. He has a horrible work ethic. Like, when he was actually working and had a job, he would sit in a corner on his phone and watch Smokey MCC's and Kiwi Tape's live streams and not doing any work. So, I don't know why he wants to work so bad if he's not even gonna work. But, enough of that. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Nova says FML. If you don't know what that means fuck my life. Unknown says question mark. Unknown says what happened to Goat? Nova replies with I've had to pay my mom's credit card bill for the past few months and she's mad I don't have enough. I need to cough up $900 a fucking month. And that's bad for someone who doesn't have a motherfucking job. With 5 exclamation marks. Well, you know, you could still have a job if you actually worked, but, you know, hey. You don't work, so you got fired. That's your fucking fault, dude. And then, Unknown replies with, gosh, that's practically rent. And yeah, well, what are you doing to where you have to spend $900 a month on a credit card bill? What? That's almost $1,000 a month. I'm no fucking expert, but I think whatever you're doing, you need to fucking stop. And then Nova replies with, no one wanting to fucking hire me. Well, I don't know who would want to, if I'm being honest. And Unknown replies with, dude, the job market is fucking ass right now. I totally feel you. I'm currently job hunting and crossing my fingers. This small business I'm looking at hires me. Well, Unknown, I really hope you don't get hired because you're talking to a predator right now. So, yeah, I hope they do not hire you. And actually give the job to somebody who actually provides for a society. And on to the second screenshot. This is continuing off the last one. Nova replies with, I've been unemployed for 4 fucking months and not even McDonald's wanted to hire me. If that doesn't scream fucking failure, I don't know what does. Well, Nova, newsflash, you're a fucking failure. Did it take you 4 months to realize that you're actually, like, fucking piece of shit person? And you've done nothing with your life except talk to kids, which I don't think that's an accomplishment, if I'm being honest. And Unknown replies with, do you have a Dollar General? They hire anyone. Nova replies with no. Unknown says, nah, because one of my friends went to McDonald's too, and they didn't get hired either. It's not your fault. Don't fucking encourage this behavior. Do not do this. Nova needs to learn that he is a fucking filth who does not deserve to have money. And also, to people buying his paracords, I hope you go into debt. I hope you go into massive debt buying a pedophile's paracords. You know what? I'm gonna start calling them pedo cords. Alright? You shouldn't be fucking doing this. You shouldn't be literally paying for a predator's life. And also, what do you get? Okay, you get a paracord that sits on a fucking like shelf or something. Maybe you even throw it away after a couple of months. You gave a pedophile money and you don't even get anything in return. You're an actual idiot. I hope you lose all of your money because obviously you're not smart with it. And after this, Nova got so fucking desperate that he would try to make his own like followers pay for his shitty living expenses. And that's what this screenshot is. Nova sends a link to a missed play. I don't know what that is. I think it's a site where you can like play games and I think like get money. And Nova has a referral code, which I don't know why Mistplay would do that. I hope Mistplay goes bankrupt for giving this pedophile a referral code. But that is what Nova sent. And then after that says Nova says it's an app where you get paid to play mobile games and it's 100% legit. Unknown says Noverton. I'm Speederton. Nobody's going to take that from it. You don't add ton to your name, okay? Take that shit off, okay? I feel disrespected. Remove this shit. Unknown replies to Nova's message. Seems sketch. Which it does. And then I'm guessing another unknown says, who's your top 5 rappers? I want them right now at Novine Universe. And then another unknown says, yeah, none of those pay to play apps actually work. There was a study done on them a while ago. And I did watch a video. I don't remember who it's from, but like they basically fucking scam you. Like even if they do pay you, they pay you like 1/10 of what you're owed. Or if at all. So you're basically scamming your fucking audience. So round of applause for Nova. He's now scamming people. And in the next screenshot, it continues by Nova saying, just try it, and I can prove it's real. People said this, and he sends a screenshot saying, yes, Misplay is a legitimate platform for earning money by playing mobile games. I highly doubt that still. I don't trust everything you see on the internet. And then Nova said this, when I tried it in 2018, I was skeptical too, and then I tried it and was blown away. Nova, this sounds like a shitty ad on a Fortnite video from some fucking 14-year-old. Stop it. You're not convincing anyone to play this. And then Unknown says, I don't know, dude, with a slide face emoji. I don't know how to describe it. And then Nova says, is the reward screenshots not enough? No, it's not enough. If you really want my honest, humble, and professional opinion, it's not. Let's be completely transparent. I don't fucking believe a word you say or a single thing that you do. So, no, it's not enough. You're gonna have to show me bank statements saying that you've fucking won like a fortune. Because other than that, it's just not worth it to play these games. And in this next screenshot, we are back to him complaining about not having a job. At the top, it says, Nova again crying about being cheated out of a job that he got emailed about. Trolls from TikTok. And Nova says, I got cheated out of a job. I'm so fucking pissed off. Unknown says, what happened, Nova? Another one says, what do you mean? And then another unknown says, ooh. Nova replies to those messages saying, I posted on my TikTok saying I needed a job and if you needed positions to contact me. Someone did, and I contacted them back for an interview. We did the interview, and I was informed I was hired and to fill out an orientation form. So I did, and this morning I was informed that it was all fake and that the asshat was a troll. You can't keep doing this, Nova. You can't keep giving in to these trolls. If you want the trolls to stop replying No job is going to contact you on fucking TikTok. I can assure you that. Go in person, ask for an interview, or even ask if they're hiring, and go from there. You're not going to get hired off of TikTok, bud. This is so chronically online. It is hilarious. And then an unknown says, "That sucks, I'm sorry. I can help you find a job. I know somebody who does online job work." Yes, he did spell does as dose, so I read it like that. Don't get mad at me. And then another unknown says, "Oh, that sucks. Yeah, trolls are terrible." Well, they're terrible if you're the one getting trolled, but it's pretty funny if we're watching it, which we're the ones watching it, so it is pretty funny. In this screenshot, we find out that Nova's grandma got a dent in her car. So, he's asking about it on his Discord. So, Nova says, fuck. She had car shield insurance, so it won't be too hard hitting. Unknown says, the dents are probably easy to fix though, but it won't matter if it's getting replaced. I'm no car expert or anything, but if I had to guess. Nova says, the guy said around $1,000 for the model. Oh my god. $1,000 for a dent? At that point, just pour some hot water and get a plunger. Or just fucking stick it out, you know? I mean that as in, like, you don't need to fix it. If it's a small enough dent, you can just leave it. It's not gonna do anything. It's not like it's gonna blow up your fucking car. It's probably just fine to leave. And Unknown says, probably over 1,000 or 2, yeah. Nova says, fuck, that's gonna hurt her bank account. I mean, yeah, but again, if it's small enough, you can just leave it. I've seen people with entire, like the entire back half of the car missing, and they're still driving perfectly fine. So a dent can be looked past. I don't know why you're trying to act as if it's a life or death situation. And then Unknown says, well, I mean, the damages don't impact the driving in any way, it seems. I checked with insurance, and it'll probably get it down to about a couple $100. But if you're that low on money, it doesn't seem like that much of an important issue to fix. And then it says something at the bottom that I cannot see. In these next set of screenshots, Nova says, at everyone, is anyone a mechanic here? I need an estimate on a repair needed for my grandmother. Unknown says, or replies to that, saying, I don't think so, unfortunately. And then I'm guessing another Unknown says, mechanic for cars? I'm not a car mechanic, but I might know what the issue with the car. And then Nova replies with this, and then 2 images of the dents in the cars. And you can see, I'm gonna zoom into them, but you can see the one on the left, or actually both of them, are really fucking insignificant. Like, these don't, like, this is what you're getting stressed about? You can leave those forever. You don't even need to get those fixed. You could have probably not noticed them if you walked by enough times. Seriously. Like, those are the dents we're going to be worrying about. And also, you can see Nova's fat ass in the right image. I'm just going to zoom in on him for a couple of seconds so you can gander as all of his musk and, I wouldn't even say beauty, but it's something. I'm going to show 2 screenshots here, but they're not really filled with a whole lot of content, so you can pause these to read them if you want, but I'm not going to cover them. And sadly, this is the last screenshot we have for today. Hopefully we get more screenshots, but this last screenshot says, Nova misses his therapy appointment because he has a shit sleep schedule and has to pay for being late. Nova says, fuck my life, I missed my appointment. My therapy appointment. Right now, my sleep schedule is beyond fucked. Well, Nova, I'm pretty sure you're like, what, 20 now? You're turning 21 in a few months? So, I feel like you should have your sleep schedule down. This is just something that you should have. This is actually disappointing how shitty your sleep schedule is. You can't even make it to your fucking therapy appointments? Dude, you're like an actual lost cause. you're almost no different than Tofia. Y'all are both adults, and you guys, neither of you know how to actually be an adult. It's actually so sad. And then Unknown says, "Oh no, go take a nap." And then another Unknown says, "That sucks, can you reschedule?" Nova replies to that one saying, "I probably have to pay out the ass for a late fee." Well, don't be late. Simple fix. Don't be late. Actually go. Fix your sleep schedule. I don't know why this is rocket science to you, Nova. It's not hard to fix your sleep schedule. Go to bed at fucking like 10 o'clock. If you don't want to go to bed that late, try 11:30. But no later than 11:30. You need to have some sort of fucking like control over your own life. It's like you're not even living your own life. It's so sad. And then Unknown says, "Skull emoji, let's hope not. At Nova Universe, would you want a game tonight?" And Nova says, "Maybe, my new disk drive came in today." And yeah, that's it. Those are all the screenshots that we have from Neil Dinky. Shout out to that dude. I don't know who he is. He just goes by Neil Dinky on Twitter, or my bad, X. So if you want to show him any amount of love, go do that. But yeah, that's all the screenshots. Patreon, Discord in the description as always. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. And remember, I'm doing a stream Wednesday, 4 p.m. CST. So, yeah, that's going to be it for me, folks. I'll see y'all on the other side, partners.